So then I said, screw this. So I started talking on YouTube. I would turn my camera on and just talk about various things. I've talked about my dog issues, which now I just, I don't do anything with the dog now. But, if you want, you could look at my past videos and see for yourself on what I'm talking about. But I used Facebook or YouTube as my friend when I needed a friend, when obviously I was not getting any traction on my channel, which to me, I was learning to just speak and just get my words out of my head. And it was helping. And it helped, and I started feeling better. And when I was like, okay, so I started watching craft channels, and I started watching people making paper things like mini albums, and I don't know, using stamp sets or coloring with art, and nothing really stuck with me for something that I wanted to do. I haven't been showing them for a while, I'm sorry. Nothing stuck for me. I don't know, until I found the paper beads. I mean, this is what they all look like so far done. These ones are really tiny. I've never made tiny beads like this until I found paper beads. I mean, I have like 10 adult coloring books. I like coloring, but actually, let's see if I can do this without actually moving my phone. I actually had more calming effect drawing the coloring pages than actually coloring the pages. I thought doodling the paper, or doodling on the paper, was actually more soothing to my head than actually coloring. I don't know. So like that day I was mad about, why couldn't those kids just walk 5 houses down with all the other kids, so the bus driver only had to stop once on this road? I got kind of mad about that. My husband's like, that's a stupid thing to get mad about. I'm like, I realize that, but I mean, don't they want to be more efficient with how they pick up kids? I mean, that bus driver could have saved a minute, 2 minutes of time if had those kids actually walked all the way down to the friggin' corner with all the other kids. I mean, there was no reason that they had to be picked up separate. I couldn't understand why. I mean, they weren't, I can understand if they were like, had crutches or whatever. I'm not that big of a douche, and, it's just a regular bus. They were walking. They're, regular kids. They weren't special needs or any, thing like that, because special needs I can understand, we're they need, the extra care, but other kids don't need all that extra care. I mean, if you can walk, if you're able to, get your ass down to the normal bus stop. And if your parent is the one fighting for you to get picked up at your front door, you're in the wrong. You're the parent that should be looked at. I don't know. Maybe that's just, me being, maybe that's why my Facebook friends don't talk to me. I don't know. But yeah, so once I started, like I said, I have a stack of adult coloring books about knee high. I have that many. And then I have a bunch of little books that are about knee by knee, coloring books that I just kind of picked up. Well, I was originally gonna, my original thought was I'd pick them up and then mail them to my sister, since she was in prison at the time. And I apparently couldn't do that, because the only way she could receive them is if I had Amazoned them to her, basically done a gift or whatever, and then she could receive them. But I'm like, I guess I understand why they do that. I was just trying to be helpful. And, because I have no idea what prison's like. So anyway, wow, I'm actually getting really close to done. I only have about 10 left. How long is this video being? 40 minutes so far.